Hello, family. It's more holistic. How are you doing today? I know it's been a long time. And I do apologize for that, but a lot of things been happening in the part of the country where I live at, down here in Texas. It's been the coldest it's been in 15 years. It's been like 18 degrees at night and lower in some parts. The electricity's been off, no water. The water has parasites in it, so the reports that I get. And the heat. But you know what? By the grace of the great Mother Goddess, the dark energy, the dark matter, hey, everything is fine on my side of the street. And I'm so thankful and grateful for that. It has been some trying times. But as they say, if it don't kill you, it'll make you stronger. Yes, that's what's said. But you know how that goes. I'd rather not go through it, but seems like our environment is going to all kind of harsh weather, but because if you look at the statistics, it's saying that because of all the pollution and the raping of the great Mother Earth and all the, how do I say, imperialism, where you have the empire is great and it goes and it invades other countries and rape them of the resources. And you know how America was built. Since this is what they call Black History Month, I myself don't celebrate individual Black people. I know it takes a whole movement of people, masses of people. So I don't want to individualize any particular person for being the first person, first person to do this, first person to do that. When we know that's not an individual movement. It's a mass movement of the masses of our people. Some will call us indigenous people, aboriginal people, first world people, highly pigmented people, melanated people, Moorish people, Hebrew Israelites, whatever label you like to put on yourself. But I'm talking in terms of Black. So you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who get offended by the term, that's a lot has been propagandized about Black as being bad in the English language, being negative and horrible and a shadowy person, a dark knight, a dark soul. All of that negative stuff has been attached to us. So we have to go beyond that. So when I say Black, you know who I'm talking about. Okay. So anyways, getting back to the mission of this more holistic is to be balanced in your body, mind, and spirit. And balance with the earth and the earth's creatures, that knowing that we're not better than certain species, that means that's why I don't eat them, because I'm not better than a fish. I'm not better than a cow, and I wouldn't want a cow or somebody to eat me, therefore I don't eat them. But it's everybody's individual choice, whatever you feel good doing. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you my experience, and I'm going to share it with you so you can have a more balanced life and look at things from a different perspective. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, we could talk about a lot of different things, but what I have I'd like to talk about is to be self-reliant and self-sufficiency, simple sustainability. I know back in the day, I grew up in, actually, my birthday was on February 16th, so now I'm officially 65. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I had a great birthday, a wonderful birthday, and I do appreciate everything here. And as you can see, I got a new hairstyle. Of course, a lot of people don't like when we wear hair hats. But I say, if you go back in ancient times, our sisters, our Black sisters, our African sisters invented wigs and makeup and all these things in celebration of the sun. The cold under the eyes protect you from the desert suns and the hot suns, and different parts of Africa or even on this side of the world, flowers and stuff in celebration of Mother Earth. So I know that it's been all commercialized and, used against us, but I just want to tell you the root and the basis of it. Black woman did discover all these things. Of course, we don't make money off of it. Everybody else makes money off, usurps all of our ideas. But anyhow, getting back to what I was talking about, I got a little off on a tangent there. I didn't mean to do that. Well, anyways, I'm going to talk about sprouts. Today we're going to talk about sprouts. What are sprouts? Sprouts are seeds. Now see seeds of see seeds. I got some broccoli seeds here, and I came here, as you can see this. I ordered them, and I'll go inside and take a look at it. See, whoops, I'm gonna close it up because I don't want to see it all over the floor. But sprouts are good. They're really nutritious packed. If you don't have a garden, room for a garden, you're in a city space or in a country space, or if you have a garden and somebody around you likes to tear up your garden, we won't go into detail. But you can have your garden in your kitchen through sprouts and microgreens. But today we're going to talk about sprouts. And you can use them once they come sprout out to 1 to 2 inches. You put them on your salads, you put it on a sandwich. I know everybody's familiar with alfalfa sprouts. You can get those at a regular grocery store. But it's really, they cost a lot, and you don't have to go through all that trouble. So you can see can you see my broccoli seeds here? Maybe so, maybe not. Can you see them? Yeah, there they are. And I wanted to get in my computer here. Woo! Anyhow, what you need is very easy, very simple. You need a mason jar. I know you might have those around. You can get them at Walmart, but if you don't want to get a whole big old slew of them, they cost about $10 for a 32 ounce, a quart size jar, 32 ounce. You can always go to a thrift shop or like a Goodwill, and you can buy it for like 99 cents. In case you don't want to buy a whole lot of them, you just want to experiment, you don't want to waste your money, or you want to just see how you'll like it. You can go to a Goodwill or a thrift shop and get a 32 ounce quart size mason jar. This is what the old folks used to do in the day when they used canning. That's a part of the self-sustainability too, because my grandmother, God bless her soul, Alice, she used to can. I used to watch her. She used to let me help her to do that. And we'll get into the canning later on down the road. The reason we need to do this more than ever now, because we got all these disasters coming up with the weather and food shortages. So and far as with the COVID, we have a kind of like they did in the Depression. They have to be self-sustainable, because like my grandfather used to raise chickens, sell peaches, all kind of peach trees and all kind of fruit trees, gardens, grapes, all in the backyard. Nowadays, people are getting back to that, but that was a norm back when I was growing up. We had apple trees, peach tree, grapes, garden, collard greens, cherry trees. I used to climb cherry trees, eat cherry trees, be eating it, and all of a sudden you feel something. That's a worm. I bet you don't find too many worms in your fruit now, but if you find a worm in your fruit, it's really organic, because if the bugs like it, it's all right. It ain't been sprayed to death. But anyhow, let's make it long story short. Get this mason jar, put 2 tablespoons of seeds in there. You can get them off the internet, wherever you would like. This is broccoli seeds. Now, they got little special things. You can go to the craft store and get some plastic mesh. Or you can order them online. Costs a lot of stuff, but you can do that. Now, look what you do back in the day when we started. Us old folks, black hippies. Just get some cheesecloth. You can get it at your dollar store, Walmart. And you put it over this. But before you do that, you're going to fill the water up with filtered water. See, I use one of these here. This is pretty old. I haven't gotten it because the water where I live at has parasites in it because of the monopoly and the bad system because of the snow. They don't plant correctly. I guess it's good old boys. They don't want to spend the money. But anyhow, put this in here halfway. Halfway. That's about half. All right. Then we're going to put our cheesecloth on here. Put the top on it. And just, put the top on it. You can kind of trim it around if you want. Cheesecloth, simple. And then you let it set for 24 hours. By tomorrow morning, when we get it up, and then we'll rinse, and then set it at a tilted angle. Like you could put a towel under there, cover it up, and then they start to sprout. Probably about a week. When they become 2 inches long, 1 to 2 inches long, then it's time to eat, rinse again. You can store them in the refrigerator after they're rinse and drain. And then the end product, it will look something like this. You see that? See that? Those are sprouts. I know you see it. You see that mesh thing there on the top? Well, yeah. See? Okay. So, We want to get back to back in the day, like our grandparents do. If my grandmother had to live, grandparents, she'd been about 100. So simple sustainability back to the day of self-reliance. If you don't have any space, you can grow it in your kitchen. You can put it on, and once they're grown out, and every day you check them and you rinse it once or twice a day, drain them, rinse them once a day with filtered water. If you don't have filtered water, you can use bottled water. Right now, that's scarcity down here in Texas. The lines are so long wrapped around the buildings. I mean, I ain't never seen nothing like this, but I guess it's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. So the best thing you can do is store up now. Once the weather gets better, get your waters, get your seeds and everything. If you haven't started to which call prep, you can start doing that now. So people, I'll check back with you tomorrow once it's this is set for 24 hours, and I'll drain it and tilt it, and once it starts to sprout, we'll take a look at it. And then next we'll talk about microgreens, but I got to find some potted organic soil, so I'm gonna go out today and look for that. So my mission is to help you in your journey to be a more holistic person. I've been doing this for 40 years plus. I'm 65 years old. There's a lot of information out, but I just want to give you my personal experience as a melanated African-American black woman born in the, my ancestors come from the killing fields of the South. So my perspective may be a little different than other people. And they've given me wisdom that I can share to you. On and on, how we need to take care of ourselves in the smallest possible way. This is anybody, any color, any race. But I'm just trying to tell our people why we need to be strong soldiers and keep ourselves fit, because we don't ever know what situation we might be in. And we can help the younger people to start to eat more green things all the time. So more holistic, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Get in that mirror and tell yourself how much you love yourself. Don't talk bad at yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Listen to that positive voice in you that says, hey, I can do this. I'm a wonderful person. I'm a child of God. I've been here for 500 plus years, been through all kind of hell. So I've been shaped to withstand, to sustain, can go through anything. Not to say I'm a strong black woman, that I don't have any feelings. I have feelings, I cry like everybody else. But God has made us special, and we have to help each other, and we got to be happy. And I know times is hard, but just hang on in there and stand back and steady yourself. You're going to get through this. We all going to get through this. And I thank you for tuning into this channel. If you like the content, there's lots of love. We're going to cook. We're going to clean. We're going to be self-sustained. Do it yourself. That's what I'm saying. A lot of stuff you don't have to buy. You can do it yourself. Soap making, gardening, microgreens, sewing. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do that on this channel. I'll help you. You help me. Have any suggestions you want me to talk about? Let me know. Remember, I love you. Peace and blessings. Shalom. God bless everybody. God has blessed everybody. The Most High and the ancestors. We thank you for tuning in. And remember, have a great day. Have a wonderful day. And things will always, it's going to get better, but you have to make them better. And peace if you're willing to fight for it. Stay tuned for more content. And once again, forgive me having a long break, but I had to deal with a lot of different things getting out there and a lot of emotional things. But I thank you for tuning in, family. Stay up now. Stay up. More holistic. Subscribe if you like. Thank you. Appreciate your time and your effort for tuning in. Take care, and I love you. Love yourself. Love your neighbors. And love those who look like you, because we have been programmed through anti-blackness not to like ourselves, dark skin and all. We all know that's another subject. We don't want to get into it right now. But anyhow, love yourself. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you maybe tomorrow, depending on how these sprouts, once they start to sprout up. But anyways, remember, let's be self-reliant. Thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Peace if you're willing to fight for it. Fred Hampton said that. Thank you. And also, read for your liberation. Reading for liberation. You must read all the great writers like Kwame Ture, Kwame Nkrumah, a lot of them. We can go over that. But yeah, all that's a part of self-sustainability, do it yourself, being a whole, more organic person. Thank you so much. Take care. Love you.